All right, let's get started, please. 3 squared equals 9. Is that a true statement? Yes. How do I write that as a log? Log base 3, and then swap the other 2. Log base 3, 9 equals 2. All right, before we go any further, we need to clarify something. If I have log base 3, 9, can it equal negative 2? Can a log be equal a negative number? Kyla's saying yes, you're saying no. One of you is correct.
I'm correct. The answer can be negative, but the different colors.
What's your thoughts on that, Kate? Defend your position.
Oh, no.
Rebuttal. Good word. All right.
Because if we square something like negative,
what happens to it?
it becomes a fraction.
Thank you. So you are correct.
They're both correct.
No, you are wrong. All right, so because if I go 3 to the negative 2, that does not equal 9. Because what 3 to the negative 2 is, 3 to the negative 2 is 1 over 3 squared, and 3 squared is 9. So you cannot have a negative log. That'll be good to know for later on. Right, Jonah? Yeah. What are you trying to do in the calculator? Or is that your phone? Okay. Well, let's continue on the lesson. All right, example 1. We only have 5 examples today, so there's not a lot. There's no A, B's, and C's, so it's just straight up 5. All right, log base 5, 2x squared minus 6 equals log base 5, 4x.
What?
Now, back before when we had the same base and exponents, what did we do with the base? Got rid of them. Well, what do I have here? I have the same base, so I'm going to get rid of them. So it just goes away. That is lovely. So now I have 2x squared minus 6 equals 4x. I'm going to make a trinomial, which is 3 parts, like a triceratops has 3 horns, allegedly. Actually, what? Jonna, what's wrong? I don't know. So far, so good. So, all right, so I'm going to move my 4x to the other side by making it 4x by negative 4x. 2x squared minus 4x minus 6 equals 0. Anytime you see a trinomial equal 0, you should try and factor it. You're on a roll today, Kate. I like it. Good job. All right, so 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. We need factors of negative 12, which equal negative 4. Any thoughts off the top of your head? Signs are different. The bigger one has to be negative, so 2 and negative 6. Kate, superstar today. I will work on that. X plus 2, x minus 6. We multiplied by 2 to begin with, so now we have to divide by 2. If you put it in, you got to pull it out. X plus 1. What's so funny, Mr. Campbell? Please explain. I think we would all like to hear this. And remember, you're being recorded. All right, so those are in parentheses, so they are liars. So x equals negative 1 or 3. One of them works, one of them doesn't. We'll call one Kyla, one Kate. One's correct, one's not. How do we find out if it's correct or not? Kyla, do you want to be negative 1 or 3?
I would like to be...
You chose wisely. All right. 3 squared, 3 squared is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Those are both positive, correct? Life is good. That one worked. Let's try the negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 minus 6 is negative 4. We have a negative. That's not allowed. So 1 will not work. That is called an extraneous answer. So 3 is our correct answer. Liam, was that the door or am I hearing things? No, it's fine. Don't knock. I thought I heard someone try the door handle, but... Yeah, I've done that several times. Also, just to mess Mr. Zach, I said every time I send someone out to the bathroom, they need to knock on his door on the way by. So, I don't know. I haven't done that. That'd be mean. All right, example 2. Log base 3, 56, minus log base 3n equals log base 3, 7. Now, this is what you did yesterday while I was gone on my trip. So you were supposed to condense logs. So this is subtracting, so I can condense it. What operation condenses with subtraction? Dividing. So log base 3, 56 over n equals log base 3, 7. Do we have the same bases? So what can I do with them? Cancel them out. So now you have a simple two-step equation. All right, how do I get rid of the n? The n's dividing, so I multiply both sides by n. These sides cancel out. So I have 56 equals 7n. The 7 is multiplying, so to get rid of it, and I believe 56 divided by 7 is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I got you. I just needed a second.
Don't explain it.
I got it.
It's like explaining a joke.
Okay, I'm so bright, my parents call me son. All right? All right. Example 3. Log base 2 3x minus 2 equals 4. All right, we have an issue. There's not another log. You are exactly correct. So let's write a little note on the side. If only one log, switch, I spelled switch wrong. Switch to exponential. Switch. I'll fix that. I'm sorry, I said that, but you were talking, so you didn't hear me. You was. Who are you? All right, so if you remember, the 2 becomes our base, or our 2 is our base, and then we swap the sides. So 2 to the 4th equals 3x minus 2. What is 2 to the 4th? Did you just look it up?
No.
All right. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. It's only 16. All right, 16 equals 3. I almost just wrote 32 thinking you were right because you've been on such a heater. And now it's just a simple two-step equation which everyone in here is supposed to know how to do. What's that? I said you're supposed to.
Is that it?
Well, I said there's 5, and that was 3. So we're 60% of the way done with the lesson. And it's been 10 minutes. And we're done with the hard part of the lesson. Number 2 was the one that we factored was the hardest one. All right, I'm moving on unless anyone has an issue that I can fix. A lot of you have issues, but I can't fix that. All right. Question for someone smart. Kate, there's not a base, so what is it? Good job. It's called the common log. We don't write it. So log base 10, 6, minus log base 10, 3x, equals negative 2. It's not wrong. It's like writing a plus sign in front of a number. Like if I was to write a plus sign in front of the 6, you could do it, but it's not necessary. All right, we are subtracting, so how do I condense that? Divide. Log 6 over 3x equals negative 2. So now what we're going to do is we only have one log, so what are we going to do? Switch it to exponential. What is my base even though I don't see it? So 10 to the negative 2 equals 6 over 3x. 10 to the negative 2 is what? 1 over 10 squared, and 10 squared is 100. So 1 over 100 equals 6 over 3x. This is called a proportion. And how do we solve proportions? Cross multiply sounds like an answer to me. 3 times x is, and 6 times 100. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Where's Gabby? Uh-oh. X equals, I'm sorry? Uh-huh. So if we did in our calculators, 10 raised to the negative 2, you get 1 over 100. It says so right there. All right, we're done with example 4. Last problem. 2 log base 4x equals 3. The power product property says that I can take that 2 and move it to where? The exponent, I can move it to right there, so I'm going to do so. So log base 4 x squared equals 3. So all I did is I moved it from in front to a exponent. So now, how many logs do I have? 1 with a base of 4. So I'm going to turn this into a exponential. So 4 cubed equals x squared. What is 4 cubed, Kate? Want to try and redeem yourself? 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4. Double it and double it. All right, we have a flying 2. How do we get rid of the flying 2? It's a square, so we square root both sides, and the square root of 64 is 8. That is your final answer.
Why is x squared still positive when you switch to 4?
We do x equals 8.
All right, hold on. What? Yes.
When you switch the
From here to here?
Yeah, why is it so positive?
Because that's our rule. Like if you went back to the original, when I switch, it doesn't change the sign. That one's not really that. That was an example. That's how we do it. So that's why. Good question. What? Someone had a question over here. All right. So what are we doing the rest of today and all day mañana? I'm drawing on my thing. That's interesting.